Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I'm Jason, your host. I hope you're all having a wonderful special day and have reasons to smile. My day's pretty normal. I woke up not too early this time. It was 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is actually, if I wake up at 5 a.m., then I've actually got more sleep than I expected. So yeah, that was good. I don't know what I have planned for today. I'm trying to focus on the now instead of what comes next. A lot of what I do in my life may look like fun. My vlog every day that I do is part of my therapy. It's part of what keeps me going. It's the way I can keep myself occupied, keep my brain from going down in bad directions. If something's come into my mind when I wake up in the morning, which is usually the reason I can't get better sleep, I have to find a way to exercise that from my head. And throwing it out there on the interweb is the perfect way for me. This is why I have like 4 or 5 different backups for being able to vlog from my phone, from my main computer, from this, even from my Steam Deck downstairs I can do it. I have lots and lots of options which help me to survive, help me to keep independent. A lot of people who are in my classification end up permanently in a psych ward or long-term care facility because their brains just go off in the distance. Basically, if you've ever seen a film where you watch where they have a psychiatric ward or a mental health facility actual thing that they show, you will see the people that don't shout, you'll see the people that don't run around, you'll see the ones that just sit and stare off at the distance. That's what could happen to me. I am seen as a success story, both by my therapist, my mental health professional, and my doctor, because all the things I've got wrong with my brain and that mean that it can slip its moorings, it can go off in the distance, and I will just end up pretty much catatonic. This is why I do all the things I do about leaving the house, and I make sure that I'm in my mobile safe space and using a walking stick now. All these things, like for example, I went for my flu shot at my GP's. Now I could have had them come out to my house. I used to always have them come out to the house to give me a flu shot, and instead, which is just, let's talk a little bit about vaccines. Vaccines are awesome. I know they don't fucking cause autism and all that. Vaccines are amazing, but what a vaccine basically does is it's a training montage. It's a new set of defense plans for your immune system. Basically, by throwing in a fake but near perfect version of the virus that your face that's coming up, a new version of the flu, COVID, whatever. It just trains your body's abilities to fight on the new information. It's the equivalent of a training montage. In human terms, it would be like having a specialist come along. Oh, doggy wants. Does doggy want a sweetie? Yes, doggy wants a sweetie, don't you? Yes, you do. Oh, yes, the doggy wants a sweetie. Where is it? Right. I always keep a set of these up here because I know when he gets restless, he's like, you're talking to someone, I should have a sweet. So, good for his teeth, these are. Come on. Sit. Good boy. Of course, he's gone down there to eat it. Tell you what, I should move the angle on this better because this is a better camera. Let me just... There, covered. Right. You can watch the little doggy chewing on his sweet. So that's why I trust vaccines. Because vaccines are basically just giving your body's immune system a little bit of a boost. And the reason they give the flu vaccine to people who are older, in their 50s, 60s and so on, is because flu can be deadly. I mean, we're used to the flu, it's been around for a long time, but every year the flu adapts and changes. And so your old stuff, antibodies, your old immune system might not face off against it. Anyway, we've had a bit of a distraction there, haven't we? Yeah. But yeah, because of my situation, pardon me, because of my situation, because of how fucked up my brain is, the danger is that I can get so distracted inside my brain that I basically disappear for 6 to 10 hours at a time. And that can lead to not eating, not drinking, not doing anything, just sitting there. It can happen outside as well. That's why I have so many coping strategies to realign, recenter my head. Like my arcade machine over there and my Amiga and everything else. They are all there to focus my brain on a specific point of my life to help me to combat the natural thingy of my brain to just drift off. This is why when I do my vlogs, this is why I go onto my Discord server, this is why I focus on my games and stuff like that, because it all cooks into my brain and keeps me active. The worst case scenario for me would be to, with all these changes to disabilities and everything, would be for me to have to get a job. Because the same kind of powerful anxiety and freakouts that can happen and can draw my brain away from reality would happen if I had to get a job. Every single bit of my coping strategy would go out the window. This is one of the things people don't understand. Yes, I can use a computer, so why can't I have a computer-based job in my room at home? Because this place would not be a safe space then. It would not be a place of independence, of repairing, of helping my brain. It would be based on, oh my God, I've got to be focused and alert at this time of the day, every day. I've got to do this. I've got to remember that tomorrow is Tuesday, though it isn't a weekend, that I've got to work that day. And all these things would distract my brain from the actual things that keep me going. To start with, it would probably work for I've talked to my GP and my mental health thing, that work would probably help for a week. I would be able to keep it together for a week. Hello there, doggy. You want another one, don't you? You want another sweetie? You can have another one of these. It's not like they're going to me. There we go. Oh, go play. But by the end of a week worth of work, I would be so worn out and fatigued. So much energy would have been used trying to do that job that I wouldn't have any energy left to actually keep my brain focused. So I would end up probably catatonic by the end of a week. That is the danger. This is why I have to try to do all the things that actually interest me. He's very finicky about his sweets. He doesn't like these ones. Let's put it this way. He likes them, but only when I've played with them with him. And he's had he chews them down after once in about 3 days he might touch one. That's been sitting there for almost a week though. And he hasn't had it. Anyway, I get distracted easily, don't I? Well, things are okay. All of my coping strategies are working. I'm really looking forward to getting the new mobility scooter because that is going to give me such a boost. Because whenever I've got a coping strategy, I've got to factor in how much it takes me to actually commit to it, to do it, versus how much I get back. This is why I have to be so careful about using new technology. That new technology has got to be in the minus and pluses, it's got to be a plus. Same with the reason why I still use the best headset I've ever used is the Valve Index, because the Valve Index does not have any kind of negative to it. I don't worry whether or not it's going to work when I put it on my head. I don't have to mess with anything for it to just do its thing. It is a purely positive piece of tech. This MacBook Air has become a purely positive piece of tech. I thought that I would have so much fucking trouble getting used to Mac OS to be able to do stuff on. And I found it an absolute joy how easy it works, how easy I can get everything together. And every time I turn it on now in the morning to do my vlog, I don't have to have any negative thoughts saying, oh, this isn't working. Windows always has a negative connotation. Microsoft Windows has always had something. We see it as invisible. The drivers, the tweaks, the setup, the automatic fucking updates that Windows throws at us, the changes that Windows decides for our PC. Those are negatives. Moving to Linux, while it has had some negative sides to it, learning the new system, the positives have been much more prevalent. And now that I've got it in its thing and I know I can just turn it on and it'll just work, it's become an almost completely positive thing. And that's how I don't factor anything I own as in, oh, that will be fun. It's, will it be a positive to my therapy, to keeping me independent, to keeping me in this world? That is the whole point of my treatment, why it works so well. A lot of people in my situation are on so many medications and spend their time in and out of psych wards. Or they end up on the street, they lose their house, they lose everything they've got, they can't pay their bills, they can't budget, they end up drugging on drugs and everything, and alcohol and addictions. I am like the poster child for functional compared to all of that. It's very easy for you to think And it works so well that it's very easy for people to think that I'm just a bit odd but normal. Of course, you know that this is me stemming my hands, doing this and all that kind of thing. So, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.